On August 13th, 2015, my father, Sam Racusa, died at the age of 95. He had been living in Irvine at my sister Linda's house since my mother had passed away. I was living close by, so I was lucky to have had a chance to share some time with him during his last 2 years. And the more I learned about my father, the more I liked the guy. One of the most important things I learned was about his character. Dad believed a person should strive to be their own best example. We all had gone to see the movie Selma. When we walked out of the theater, I noticed my father was crying. It was unusual in our family, and I asked him why. He said, "Your mother and I wanted to go to Selma to march with Dr. King, but we couldn't because we had to take care of you kids." This sparked a question and answer session, and we talked for a while about his feelings about race. He told us about his service at Pearl Harbor, but I'd never before heard what he was about to share. It seemed that my father was the crew chief of a group of Marines who had built the barracks and other structures at Hickam Field. He was a Sicilian, an Italian American, in charge of a completely African American crew. It's no secret that in those days Sicilians were not widely accepted as white, so it seemed logical that they put him in charge of a completely black crew. My dad said of his crew, "They knew more about building than I did, but I was their superior, and I remember apologizing, saying, 'I'm sorry I'm in charge.' I told them, 'You obviously know more about what needs to be done than I do, so just tell me what you want me to order you to do.'" During the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, I'd interviewed my father, and he told me his best memory of World War II was coming home to see his 2.5-year-old daughter for the first time. So at the theater, I asked him what his greatest regret of the war had been. Without skipping a beat, he said his greatest regret was losing touch with his best friend from high school, Floyd Fuji. So here was this Pearl Harbor survivor Marine who had gone on to some of the bloodiest battles in the Pacific Campaign. But he went to war with the country of Japan, not the Japanese people. My father's best friend in high school was Floyd Fuji. He was a Japanese American born in the United States and was taken to an internment camp at Manzanar, and there my father lost track of him. "I never could find him again," Dad said, "and I've always regretted it. We were such good friends." "So, Dad, why did you never tell me about your Japanese friend or the crew at Pearl Harbor being black?" I asked. "I didn't think their race was significant." When my dad passed away, I revisited a video recording I'd made of him at the 60th anniversary of the attack of Pearl Harbor. My father talked about a linking hearts bracelet he made for my mother from a downed Japanese plane. It is the only known sweetheart souvenir from that battle. I watched him hand me the bracelet when he said in his most direct manner, "Do something good with this." Today, we are making replica bracelets to raise support for PTSD victims. We'll also document the donation of the original bracelet that we call Heroes' Hearts in honor of all parents, children, friends, and family. The original bracelet has been placed at the Pacific Island Ethnic Art Museum in Long Beach, California, and will be part of a traveling exhibit that will visit other museums and events throughout the country. The documentary in progress opens December 6, 1941, and ends in the present. It is entitled Pieces of Aloha.
Love you very much.